So the Street Fighters will have the range game. I think the range game needs to be buffed a little bit right now because, frankly, I think the Tekken characters are in the driver's seat, in my opinion, in terms of overall combos. We'll see how Mr. NAPS here adapts to this new environment. And one of the other Tekken aspects we've talked about being in this game is, of course, a lot of Tekken chains. So if you use the inside 4 buttons, at all times, Tekken and Street Fighter characters are using all 6 buttons.
Right.
They're all in play at every time. But if you're an old school Tekken player that remembers some strings with the 4 buttons, you can bang those out like you could before. Many of those same sequences still work in Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and the way I like it is like, you know how to throw a fireball when you come in and play this game because you play Street Fighter all the time. So if you're playing Tekken now, you got your chains and your strings just like you did before.
That's an awesome feature to implement.
So I think people look at it and think, oh, this is a Street Fighter game for Street Fighter players, and it's definitely that environment. But there's many elements of Tekken present here, and I think it's a really interesting mix between the two. Chun-Li has ridiculous juggling ability in this game as well. Really a lot of great air mobility. Keeps it going. Double air throw. I think he's been practicing that. Marduk has some really interesting moves. Oh, went for the air grab there. A little aggressive. Chun-Li got to get in the air. That's going to be it. If you use 2 of those command tags like that, the 2 command launchers, rather, I should say, that is the end of your juggle. So that's a hard cap on that. Apart from that, there aren't really hard caps on the juggle, but you can only get 2 launches like that. That will end the juggle possibilities right now. That move is almost completely invulnerable. Slow, a lot of hit stun.
Looks like it.
Guard stun, yeah. Oh, nice read. Saw the tag coming. And here comes the pressure from Nina. A little aggressive, good jump over. No, that's an immature chain. If he switched to low fierce there, rather than low roundhouse, he wouldn't be knocked down and could launch successfully. But if you launch after a knockdown, obviously they're going to be on the ground. Oh, good punish on that Chun-Li tag in. Predictable. Oh, the EX.
Wow.
Off the wall. Oh!
Was there a follow-up after that?
There is a follow-up after that, yes. And we'll learn. We're still learning. Oh, good read. Good read. Regular throw. Good read. Marduk in there. I like that aggressiveness. Marduk's got a lot of interesting normals. Oh, rushing grab. Chun-Li's lightning legs, I should say now, is currently half circle towards with kick. It's no longer mashing legs. Yes, it's a command. So if you've ever struggled, if you're a crosshand loser like myself, and mashing on those buttons is a challenge for you, no longer. Oh, here comes that pressure. Oh, total punish.
It seems like it'll be much easier for players to implement poke string into legs pressure with Chun-Li.
Oh, yeah. A million times easier. Puts him in the air. And what we're not seeing yet also from even some of the more experienced players here is launch into air chain. So if you're in a good position, so there I believe he went for the counter, and you see it did not connect. He got stuffed right out of it. There's the counter. Bam.
That's a lot of damage too.
Yeah, no, it's a legitimate launch, so you can really do anything you want after that. So you got to look out for those counters if you make a good read. But again, it's a guessing game. If you're predictable with your chains, there's many instances where you can be countered. But if you're not being predictable, it's quite easy to stuff those counters if you can bait them out at the wrong time. Oh, too far. Oh, he's got her down. And you can get out of that just like in Tekken, but he didn't. Oh, for the EX. And I will say also, many of the Tekken characters have much slower air normals. A little bit of delay when you hit the button, and they're just sort of not fast acting. They're not going to hit on the first or second frame. They're more like third or fourth frame activation aerial specials. So they're not as buff in the air, just like in Tekken. You don't do a lot of jumping. Leave that to the Street Fighters. But they've got that. Chun-Li in particular, what I was saying before is that many of these players aren't taking advantage of the air chains. Everyone's got the ability to chain in the air. So if you put people in the air, oh, nice KO. You put them in the air, you can follow them up into the air and continue air chains. Everybody can air chain. And it's really, there's no cap on it. It's sort of 1, 2, 3, but the limit ends up being based around the character's position and the speed of the normals and just the way the actual hitboxes work.
Okay.
So you can chain into them, but it's rare that you're going to get more than 1 or 2 hits in the air. Okay. Well, 2 hits. Everybody can do 2 if they start from a jab into a middle. But going from there to something bigger is possible, but it will depend on the character, depends on the position of the guy you're attacking in the air. So it's not sort of an auto chain. It's not like Marvel. It's more, Marvel has those elements where you got to be a bit specific with the hitboxes in the air, but in general you can sort of chain stuff more freely. Here you have to be a little bit more strategic, shall we say, or reactive to what's actually happening in terms of character position.
After this, you guys are going to get to see Justin Wong versus Filthy Rich.
It'll be one of the... of course, Justin is also an accomplished Tekken player, but it's been a little while. He's been out of the Tekken scene. Actually, I was at EVO last year. Harada-san cornered him and browbeat him. He's like, why you no play Tekken? Justin's like, oh man, why you gonna blow me up?
I actually heard him talking very recently about how he wants to be a little bit more serious about Tekken when he is a Tekken Tag 2. So
yeah, Tekken Tag 2, gotta say, looks like a lot of fun. Here comes Cammy, the dive kick. No restriction on this one. There you go. You see it, the normal one.
Okay.
There you get that tiger knee action right away now. Oh, so punishable. No punish.
That was like a young couple.
Bam. Oh, that was almost not safe for work, that combo. King just getting right in between those thighs. Oh, that's... Oh! No punish, sorry. I know these guys have never played before, so it's not really fair. Put him in the air. Oh, you can juggle after that as well. You can jump cancel that in some situations to get back up in the air.
Ricky was going for the Street Fighter 4 Chun-Li string with the crouching fierce into the legs, crouching fierce into the legs, crouching fierce into the legs.
Oh, just a little too far. And again, those chains not guaranteed. They are spacing dependent. And other characters will have faster speed and faster chains. Yeah, they get the continuation on all those throws. All the Tekken characters, including Nina, have the ability to continue those command throws if they're not broken.
Ricky's actually got some Tekken experience as well. He's a really good Tekken player in his own right.
I have seen Ricky play some Tekken. He's a smart guy. Oh, good read. Keeps it going, and it falls out. Little animation glitch there, but oh, looking good. Cammy in trouble, but Chun-Li really no better. Oh, cannon strike, and King will take it on time. On timeouts, it will go to total life rather than the life of the character on the screen. That may change. We played with it both ways, but currently it is total life of characters. Unless, of course, this build has changed from E3 and they didn't tell me, as often is the case. So we just downloaded this from the master ROM server and put this in here. Let's see how it goes. That time she gets her in the air. She goes for a straight juggle, chain into special, and King never made an appearance that round, and that is one of the keys. You got to be tagging. We're not seeing the tag cancels really at all, which are, again, a big element of the game. Julia has a move, of course, to spin through that. There you saw it there. She can do that with, it's on kick, and you can do it with light, medium, or hard kick for different ranges. And again, you can complete that with light kick, down and light kick, medium kick to go low, medium, or even just into nothing and go for a grab. So again, those sort of Tekken-style strings and pressure. And again, Chun-Li's like, think about roundhouse spinning bird kick, the regular one with Chun-Li. How many times do you see that in Super or Street Fighter 4? Basically never. Who's doing roundhouse spinning bird kick? Now it's actually a fantastic move, precisely because it holds the opponent in place for so long that you can tag cancel it, bring him in while Chun-Li's still pounding him with the spinning bird kick. You can jump around to the other side, you can continue the combo, you can go for a mix-up. It's really fantastic. So specials that were sort of garbage before are now have interesting new properties and work in a different environment in a completely new way.
It's good to see you guys visiting the moves that maybe didn't get used a lot, trying to get them a new function in this game.
You know what, and honestly, it wasn't even really so much of a design decision, it was just the function of the tag cancel system. So it's sort of an emergent property, and that's what always makes me excited when you see these things in development and happening. Step by step, is you can really see things you didn't necessarily intend, which is things like, again, with the tag system, that's going to connect.
Oh, there we go.
Not the full juggle. Oh, yeah, dropped her out. Julie in some big trouble here. And Ricky pulls it back. NAPS going into the Hall of Shame. This will be good. Mr. Tekken, face of the Tekken community, up against the poster boy in the Street Fighter and Capcom world.